The show begins with a young woman named Bam who is studying drama at her university. She is currently working on a short romantic movie as part of her college project. Bam is the female protagonist in this movie, while her male lead is a guy named Jung. As she reads her script, Bam is surprised to find that many kissing scenes have been added without her knowledge. She confronts her director, Bora, about this, but the latter claims to have already notified her about the changes. Having no other option, they begin to film the kissing scene. However, due to Bam's nervousness, the director scolds her, saying that the kiss doesn't look natural. Later, as the main leads are practicing their kissing, the assistant director Sahun suddenly shows up. Bam is shocked to see him and immediately pulls away from Jung. It turns out Sahun is her boyfriend, and this is why she was hesitant to perform the kissing scene. However, their relationship is a secret because Sahun prefers to keep it that way. After the shooting wraps up, Bam worries about what her boyfriend might think about her kissing another guy. She sends him lots of text messages, but he doesn't respond, making her even more worried. That evening, Bam shows up at Sahun's apartment to clear things up with him. She explains that there was a sudden change in the script that required her to kiss Jung. Surprisingly, Sahun says that he understands and asks her not to worry. He expresses that as long as she's happy pursuing her passion, he doesn't care about trivial things. Bam is overjoyed to hear this and feels lucky to have such an understanding boyfriend.
The two then enjoy some romantic time together and end up spending the night with each other. The next day, the movie team gathers at Sehun's house for a party. Bom acts as if it's her first time there and even asks where the bathroom is. As the night progresses, the group has a lot of fun drinking and playing games. During one of the games, Bora and Sehun start acting very affectionately. One of the team members, Hyung, even asks them if they're secretly dating, something that of course upsets Bom. After the party wraps up, Sehun walks Bom home. She suddenly questions him about Bora. He responds that he was merely acting that way so people wouldn't suspect his real affair with Bom. He reassures her that Bora is just a good friend and nothing more. Though still upset, Bom is comforted when he hugs her and promises that she is the only woman in his life. Just then, however, we see an incoming call on his phone from Bora. Days later, Bom arrives for shooting, where Hyung informs her that there have been more changes to the script, with many new spicy scenes added. He then discloses that Bora and Sehun spent the entire night together writing the new scenes. Hearing this, Bom is left completely speechless. Hyung even begins to suspect something between them. He reveals that on the day of the party, Bora went to Sehun's bathroom without asking where it was, almost as if she'd been there before. He also mentions that when Bora linked her phone to the Bluetooth speaker, it connected automatically. Later, an angry Bom meets with Sehun and confronts him about the script he worked on with Bora all night.
She scolds him and asks if he's cheating on her. Taken aback, Sehun clarifies that he only gave Bora some suggestions, which she must have incorporated into the script. He then calls Bora on speakerphone and abruptly asks if they slept together last night. Stunned, Bora counters with, "Are you crazy?" After proving his point, Sehun ends the call and asks Bom if she's even properly read the script. Afterward, she finally reads it and realizes that many sweet moments are taken directly from her and Sehun's relationship. Embarrassed, she texts him to apologize for her outburst. Just then, Jung approaches her with some good news. He reveals that they asked Bora to revise the script since Bom seemed uncomfortable with spicy scenes. Grateful, she thanks him and asks if he has a girlfriend. He replies no. The following day is Bom and Sehun's 100th day anniversary, so she decides to surprise him by dressing up as a teddy bear. She puts on the costume and waits for him on the street, but to her horror, she notices Sehun clinging to Bora and they seem to be in love. The two even come up to her and start taking pictures together. Bom narrates through tears that this is the first time Sehun has ever taken a picture with someone. He never once did so with her during their relationship. Afterward, she meets with Jung and honestly tells him about her relationship with Sehun. She also reveals how he's been cheating on her with Bora. Hearing this, Jung is shocked, but he assures her that if she wants to take revenge, he's willing to help. Bom immediately agrees and they start devising a plan to make Sehun jealous.
The next day, Bom and Sehun are spending time together. She pretends everything is normal. When he tries to get close to her, she says she has to leave for rehearsal. Surprised, Sehun reminds her that it's Saturday, but she insists that she was called urgently. After she leaves, he calls Bora to check if they're really rehearsing. When she confirms it, he breathes a sigh of relief. Later, Bom and Jung are rehearsing their kissing scene when Sehun unexpectedly shows up. Unable to watch, he eventually leaves. Bom hesitates, wondering if she's doing the right thing, but Jung tells her she's the victim here. She feels sad and confesses that she doesn't even have a single picture with Sehun to prove their relationship. Curious, she asks Jung why he's helping her. Nervous, Jung doesn't reply. That evening, while at Sehun's house, Bom gathers the courage to ask if they can go public with their relationship. Anxiously, he tells her it's not a good idea. He claims that if people discover an actress dating a team member, it will create a bad impression. He then leans in to kiss her, but she becomes irritated and walks away. As Bom is leaving the house, she spots Bora arriving and quickly hides. From her hiding place, she witnesses Sehun hugging Bora affectionately. Bora complains that Bom is irritating because she keeps asking for script revisions. She even wonders how Sehun could date someone like her. In response, he promises to break up with Bom soon. Hearing this, Bom is so stunned that she accidentally drops her phone. Before the two can notice, Jung shows up and quickly hides her phone. He also secretly records the entire conversation between Bora and Sehun. The scene then shifts to a few weeks earlier, when Bom had seen Sehun with a jewelry box. She had asked him what it was, but he replied that it was just a prop for the drama.
He then mentioned that she needed to change her look and suggested tying her hair. Ever since then, Bom started tying her hair all the time just to make him happy. In the present, Bom looks at Bora and notices that she's wearing a necklace gifted by Sahun. She also notices that Bora has her hair styled the same way as her and realizes that it must be because of Sahun. Later, Bom and Sahun are hanging out, and she's still pretending that everything is fine. They're continuously interrupted by Bora's calls, which he doesn't pick up. However, when Jung calls, Bom immediately answers and begins chatting with him. This obviously makes Sahun jealous, but he doesn't react at the moment. Right after the call ends, Bom says that she has to leave for some urgent work. She then lets her hair bound, but Sahun doesn't like this and says that she's behaving too weirdly. Afterward, Bom and Jung spend the day together hanging out. They go to a coffee shop and Jung compliments her, claiming that her hair looks very pretty today. While she's looking outside the window, he takes her picture and sends it to her. Bom feels very shy and begins to blush. Just then, she gets a message from Sahun, but Jung advises her to wait an hour before replying. The next day, Sahun sees Bom's new profile picture taken by Jung. He asks her about the picture and who took it, but she simply replies that it was her friend. When he continues to press the issue, she accuses him of doubting her and angrily leaves.
The scene then shifts to the final days of shooting, during which Bom and Jung kiss very passionately. Bora calls for a cut, but they ignore her and keep on locking lips. This makes Sehun very mad, but he can't do anything besides watch helplessly. When Bora stands up and shouts, the two finally stop their act. Bom then asks Sehun if her acting was good, and he reluctantly tells her that it was great. Later, Bom remembers the previous night when she went to meet Sehun at his house. She didn't find him there, but instead saw Bora coming out of the bathroom. She questioned why Bora was there, to which the director gave vague excuses. Bom didn't believe anything she was saying and simply laughed. She then discreetly started recording the conversation for future reference. In the present, Jung pulls Bom aside and mentions that she went a bit overboard with the earlier scene. He suggests that they should just let Sehun be suspicious of them without making it too obvious. However, Bom unexpectedly confesses that she genuinely likes him, which leaves him speechless. That evening, the team goes out to celebrate the successful completion of their film. While drinking, Hyung jokingly asks Bom and Jung if they're dating, because they seem to have really good chemistry. Jung clarifies that they're just good friends, but Hyung keeps teasing them. Sehun then becomes annoyed and announces that Bom is already dating someone else. Everyone is shocked and asks who her boyfriend is, but Bom remains silent and excuses herself to the bathroom. When she comes out, a jealous Sahun approaches her, saying that Jung kissed so well she couldn't stop herself. She reminds him of his own statement that he didn't have a problem with her kissing other guys because it was part of her work. Hearing this, Sahun becomes furious and holds her hand aggressively, but she pulls her hand away and says that she wants to break up with him. Following this, she brings out her phone and plays the conversation she had with Bora last night. In a flashback, we see Bom reveal to Bora about her relationship with Sahun,
Surprisingly, the director admits that she was dating him too. She explains that they had started dating a long time ago and had a brief breakup, which was when Bom entered the picture. Bom then questions Bora if she doesn't find the whole thing wrong. However, Bora simply tells her to stay away from their relationship and everything will be fine. In the present, Sahun listens to the conversation and vehemently denies it. He says that he suffered a lot after the breakup with Bora and would never go back to someone like her. He asserts that Bora is talking nonsense and that the only reason he didn't tell this to Bom is because she's too moody. In response, Bom plays another recording in which he was talking badly about her. Hearing this, Sahun gets angry and deletes the recording, saying she should have come to him to clear up the misunderstanding since he is her boyfriend. But Bom claims that she doesn't care anymore and wants to break up with him now. He tries to stop her and accuses her of cheating, but she tells him that he doesn't have any evidence they were even dating in the first place.
As Bom storms off, she comes across Bora, who has overheard the entire conversation. Bom then suggests she reflect on Sahun's words and make a wise decision. She returns to the table where she shakes Jung's hand and leads him away. The two then sit alone outside, where Bom tells him everything that happened. Jung congratulates her on their breakup, and they toast with a beer. After a while, she suddenly gets sad and says that from now on they'll have to go their separate ways because the drama is over. Jung is also upset to realize this and remains silent.
Days later, Sahun watches their short movie and praises Bora for her work. She thanks him and proceeds to leave, but he stops her. He confesses that he broke up with Bom for her and asks her to be with him. However, Bora recalls what he said about her to Bom and refuses his advances. She returns the necklace he gave her and tells him not to contact her again. In the final scene, Hyung reads a gossip post on their college forum about a student who was dating two girls at the same time. He quickly figures out who it is and shares it with Bom and Jung, who have now become a couple.